What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy Rich and Faith TV. We always working, we always grinding, and I got a new official Rich member. You know what I'm saying? Chris the Menace, man. How you doing, my guy?
What's up with them, alright, man? It's your boy, Chris the Menace, CCM. Done made them Emma, we stress the double on. But it ain't no gang shit, this is elevate the brain shit. If you bring the violence, you know what I'm saying? Shit, other than that, gang shit. Get to it.
Let's get to it, man. So today, my boy Chris the Menace is going to elevate our brain today. You feel me? So, man, tell us where you from. I know where you from, but tell the audience like where you from.
Originally, I'm from Lake Providence, Louisiana. But I've been down Columbus, Georgia since probably like 2005, 2004, 2005.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, you know, for the most part, you pretty much grew up in Louisiana. You kind of learned all your street sense and whatever you probably have been through has probably been in Louisiana majority of the time.
Nah, I say it was probably in Columbus because you got to think I was a little boy in Louisiana. Probably, I can't even think of the age, probably like 19.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Okay. So we will have to know how old you are in order to know how, where you moved. All right. So, bro, let's talk about your music career. When did you start doing music? Were you doing music in Louisiana or did you start in Georgia?
I was doing music in Louisiana because I started rapping probably like 7 or 8. But serious, it went to about 2014, so I was in Columbus.
Okay. So that's when you established, your sound, and because you sound like where you from.
Right.
You don't sound like a Columbus artist.
Right.
So when we say that, like how was it getting into the music industry in Columbus?
What you mean when you said it?
But how was it like? Was there a lot of resources? Was it a lot of studios, DJs, club venues to go to get your music out? Or did you have to kind of like, of course you had to come to Atlanta and get moving and grooving, but just starting off in Columbus doing music and you sound like you're from Louisiana, how did the people in that area take to your sound?
I feel like they still ain't really took to it. It's kind of like, man, I got people that fuck with me in Columbus, but I feel like if I was in like a different environment, given the sound that I got, I feel like I'd be a lot further. But I understand how it goes, so I don't be tripping about it. That just mean I gotta work harder than the next nigga who might be well, man.
That's what's up. Like, I feel like your sound is like generational, but I know you come from Louisiana, so it's pretty much like the Louisiana sound, but all Louisiana artists have a different way of using the sound.
Right.
You know what I mean? So do you think your sound could probably be the face of Columbus sound and rap sound? Cause like, what's a Columbus rap sound? I'm not, and I know they got some good rappers out there, but I don't know, like, what's the sound?
Man, I can't really explain the sound. It's a lot of street music.
Mm-hmm.
It sound dope, but I can't really explain it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I got no Columbus sound.
Mm-hmm. Cause Columbus is like a historical place in Georgia in a way, you know what I mean? You got a lot of great, black excellence down there that people just don't know, but it's there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like Africa. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In Georgia. So that's why I'm so curious about how did you kind of like transition into the Columbus, Georgia type energy? Because this is Georgia and you come from Louisiana, it's like night and day in a way. You know what I'm saying? With the rivals and all that stuff.
Yeah. When you say transition, what you mean by it?
Like, when I say transition, like, well, you grew up in Columbus.
Right.
So you know how Columbus people
are. Right.
I don't know why I want to put you in like Columbus when you was like 15, 16 or some shit. You wasn't that young when you moved there, right?
Yeah, no, I was younger.
Younger than that. See, yeah. See, I'm in my brain, my mind is just wanting to tell me that you was in Columbus, like you, cause in my, like I grew up on the south side, Clayton County, you know what I'm saying? And then I moved around, but then I moved to another city. I moved to Augusta when I was like going to the 9th grade. So I already had my mentality from where I came from already. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know if that was your situation.
I think I did still have the Louisiana mentality.
Okay.
Like, when you say that, it was funny, in Louisiana, they've been on like the murder rate.
Mm-hmm.
We always had like a high murder rate and shit like that. when I came to Columbus, I had never seen so much fighting.
Like, yeah.
You know, they fight. They used to fight out there.
Yeah.
But now it ain't got to a point where in Columbus they doing the killing.
Yeah. And like, for instance, in Louisiana, y'all was killing, but in Columbus they fighting. Right. That's their version of killing.
Right.
Because somebody could die within that fight too. You know what I'm saying? They just killing niggas with their hands. You feel me? But when they pick up iron and guns, take it to a different level.
Right.
So it goes back to the question I was asking you is, you coming from another environment to a different environment, like, how did you even meet people to associate with out there? You know what I'm saying? And how did you even kind of like, once you rapping, you bringing attention to yourself. So how are you able to survive in those environments if, you know, you didn't grow up from there from the beginning?
Just being in it and just running into different people.
Because I know you stick out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So just running into different people, goddamn, different situations, and just learn, okay, that's how I go down. You know, shit like that.
Okay, that's respectable. So, like, in the beginning of your music career, and I'm going off of YouTube, like, as far as like when you uploaded content on there 6 years ago, it seemed like you were dropping like different singles, like CTM. I don't know if that was like projects or
that
just
was
singles. Mixtape.
Yeah.
And it sounded like, you know, you were using other artists' beats, rapping on top of it. So I wanted to ask you, like, was that like a Lil Wayne influence? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how Wayne was doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's dope. So, and one of your songs is called Crazy. And it stuck out to me the most because you rapped over one of my favorite beats. You rapped over 56 Nights. You know what I'm saying? Because I be on 56 Nights grind mode. Like, that's what I need to be on. And you were just talking about how your life crazy, stuff crazy. And I heard you say something about how you grew up, things you probably seen growing up. You know what I'm saying? How does that mold and shape you as a man today? You know,
I
6 years later.
Learned that life was real at a young age. Life was real. So that's it, really. Shit real out here. Stay on your shit. Goddamn. Don't be on no bullshit. Handle your business. Shit like that. You know, be a stand-up nigga.
I feel that. I feel that. So I don't know if we covered this, but like, what inspired the music career though?
When I was younger, my stepdad, he was a big music fan. He used to play shit like the Hot Boys, Soldier Slam, Master P, No Limit. But the ones that stuck out to me the most was the Hot Boys. That what made me want to rap. Like them Wayne, Lil Wayne, BG. BG was my favorite artist. Shit like that, man. I remember I used to be young as hell, like 7 or 8 at my great grandma's house, trying to write a rap, sound like BG or some shit. You know, of course it wasn't making sense, man, but you know, that what made me wanna get the face tats or a diamond grill, all this shit.
So you just dropped your EP, Before I Blow. You had 2 singles on there. You had 2 good singles that stood out to me. You had Picture That and Toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite songs was Nothing Was the Same.
Nothing the Same.
Yeah. Yo, bro, what was going on in your life when you made that song?
Oh shit.
That song was favorite. That's my favorite one though.
Huh?
That was my favorite one. My bad for cutting you out. That was my favorite one though.
I had lost like 2 people. My great grandma. That's who I kind of grew up with when I was in Louisiana. Like we was with her most of the time, and my brothers now. And I had lost like a second mama, like my partner mama. He like we called each other brother and shit like that. So you know, just a whole lot of real life situations, a whole lot of real shit.
How often do you put a lot of your real life situations in your music?
I try to do it every time. Like my recording process, I just go in the studio and I turn on the beat, you know, because I got my own studio now. Before, I used to just write, you know, I just come up with a hook in my head and just write the hook and then write the verse. But now since I got my own studio, I just turn on the beat. And then like whatever story the beat, like once you turn on the beat, it's gonna bring a certain technique. It's gonna bring like a certain emotion, you know, a certain, you're gonna remember. It's gonna be like something you're gonna remember.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
well, for me anyway.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
You know, so like I just go with whatever emotional story trying to come out at the time.
That's crazy you said that, because like it's a lot of little small things that like could happen. Like let's just say if I'm riding down the street and I hear a song and it remind me about a certain period I was in. Like that's basically what you're saying. That's what's taking place in the studio when you're making this music. Yeah. I feel that. So I was gonna ask you, man, what is your process? You know, what is your process like when you're recording? You record yourself. What type of vibes you need in the studio to make like a hit?
I like to be by myself. I don't really like going to the studio. But for the EP, the one I just dropped, I did go to the studio because at the time, it was, I don't think I had the right microphone or something, so I just went to the studio and recorded it. So I think I did write most of that one. And like probably like 2 of them I recorded at the house, but then went to the studio and re-recorded them. Yeah, I like to be by myself, and I like to record my own shit because I can say it, you know, say it how I want to say it, make sure I got it sounding right before I send it off, and the engineer do whatever they do.
That's dope, man. So have you ever considered like getting in the industry that way, with your skill of being able to record, like being an engineer, record different niggas, then kind of get in that way, or do you want to just go straight rap?
Man, somebody had brought, I was working with a consultant. He had brought it to my attention, like making money off recording artists, but I don't really care for people like that. You know, like being around people like this. So, and you know, that's one thing I ain't never just look for.
What about female artists?
Female artists,
R&B, you know, R&B singer, female. Yeah,
R&B but I just ain't came across them that I can just work with like that. You know. I'm like, this year I'm trying to move around more, so I might run into a couple of some shit like that.
Because I know like a lot of big studios be hiring for that. You know what I'm saying? That'd be like easy way to like get in the door. That's something to think about.
Like my the way I am with people, man, I feel like it stopped me from a lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, people are hard to deal with. Yeah, people are hard to deal with. In a lot of ways, when you're dealing with people in certain situations, you have to understand that you may be more of the superior person in the situation. So it's a certain way how you want to handle the people. You don't want to take nothing they doing personal, because we providing them a service.
Right.
We doing business. They need us to do whatever they want. So it's just like, for me, I don't take it personal because I know I'm providing them a service and it is what it is. And it's just a transaction.
See, some people got that natural just where they can deal with people. Yeah. Like, I don't feel like I'm one of them people. Like my home, I done recorded some of my home, but like 2 of my homeboys. But other than that, like somebody I don't know, like it takes me a while to warm up. You know? Yeah. Unless a nigga just give me a vibe, like, you know, like they're real niggas, you know, like, you know, got the same type of morals and shit I got, and you know, you lock in like that. But other than that, it ain't too many people like it, like, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Especially when you're working with a big studio and they got all these different type rap niggas coming through, you know, it's niggas that think I understand that. I know like that type of work is hard, depending on the person you are and how you kind of like take things.
Yeah, you got
your anger, you know what I'm saying? Your meter. You know what I mean? It'd probably be too much. When did you get that feeling that you were gonna blow